Okay, everybody. So this video we're going to be looking at this series is going to be looking at some of the videos we analyzed in the last section. So I had to do some search and came up with some of them that are already existing. In fact, it was really amazing. They're already existing, and so we're going to be running a proof of concept. Exactly what we analyzed, we're going to be bringing it over to on board to see what some companies have done with theirs. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right now, and let's get down to it. Okay, so let's start with the surveillance. I saw three for surveillance. Three I really like. Let's start with this. Good. Now look at this. Okay. Now exactly what we said. This is a camera on the robot. So over here we have a camera. Okay, we have a camera. Wonderful. Now, when I talked about the camera, I said I would like the camera to be positioned on a rotor where it can rotate to different axes and get different views. So we have a rotor here, okay, for the camera. I think I'll have to change this color of this font. Rotor, make it 16 bold. Okay, we have a rotor or the camera. Okay, you can see that. Then look at the wheels. We have our wheel. Now, pay attention that this is using an all-terrain mechanism. Is okay. So we have definitely for we're going to have an actuator, which is a motor, right? Then we have our effectors, which is a wheel. Now the wheel is having belt. It's connected with belt. Now the belt is to for the purpose of allowing it to move in very, very rugged terrain. That's one of the reasons why we have this type of this type of system, just to allow you to move in different terrains. Okay, and I remember we said that okay, you could have a robot in your house, and when you bring it out, it wouldn't be responding. Good. Now definitely seated somewhere here. Now definitely this is the body frame. This is the body frame. Okay. Now seated somewhere here too would also be a battery. We have a camera as a sensor. They just use the camera. They didn't use lidars and or ultrasonic sensor. They just use the camera. So this is a wonderful concept. This is a wonderful concept. Okay, let me load up another one because I really don't want this video to be as long as the last one. Okay, I think I will just load up this, and instead of showing the three of them, I'll load up this to see exactly what we spoke about. Now, okay, I liked what this one did. This is the wheel. You can see our the motor is here. Make this bigger so we see what we're working on. Okay, this is the wheel. Now remember the wheel is bigger. Okay, for the purpose of what? Allowing it to move on various terrain. We have our motor here. Okay, motor. After the motor, we have our wheel. Now please pay attention to the wheel of the vehicle. Pay attention to the wheel. It allows you to move in different terrain. Now this is the body frame, which is really nice. Really, really nice. Body frame. Now, remember we were talking about the power source, right? I said when we talked about power source, I said sometimes you could have yours to make use of solar panel, and this is one of the first we've seen with that. Now, the power source definitely it has a battery, an onboard battery. It has an onboard battery, and it has an alternative what solar system to what power the robot. Right? solar. Okay, because of the space. That's an alternative solar system to what? To power the robot. Okay, good. Now we can see there's a camera on board too. Okay, which allows us to what? Sense the environment. Okay, so there's a camera on board. There's a camera on board. Now we have a lot of lights here. These are some lights. Lights, bright lights. Okay, then sorry. Oh, okay. So you see the body frame, sensors under the sensor, we have a camera on board. Now there's a possibility there could be a LiDAR here, which is wonderful, which is going to be wonderful if it's part of it. Now for the actuators, we have our what? Our motor. For the effectors, we have it's using a wheel. For the power, we're using a battery and a solar mechanism. So this is just wonderful. Now, because of time, remember, we talked about building a cart for a shopping mall. So let me bring it up. I was able to get two wonderful ones. Now, this is one of them. In fact, this has almost the same. This is the same design we used for ours. Okay, though mine was more ugly, I understand. Okay, now you can see instead of attaching it to the cart, they built a mechanism up front where they attach the cart to. It has a camera on board here. It has a camera. Has a camera, has a screen. We have our actuators. We have actuators, which is an electric motor. Okay, we have actuators, which is an electric motor at this region. Okay, actuators, which is an electric motor at this region. This region, we have the actuators. Okay, we have our camera, which is our sensor over here. Now, this is our body frame. This is the body frame, correct? Now, this is definitely there will have to be a battery here because, as you can see from the robot, it's not plugged into a wall. It's not plugged into the wall. So this is our what? Our power source. This is our power source. And these guys are just making use of cameras. There's the possibility it could be a LiDAR on top, and the camera could be somewhere at the front or all of that. That's possible. Now, okay, this might be a charging port, not aware, or it could be a side ultrasonic sensor to give it information from the sides. Okay, it's still possible. So it's amazing to see that this same idea, this same concept, persons were have been able and organizations have been able to what to replicate it. Now, with what I just showed you, you can see that you could get started building a robot with some of this basic information. This is another wonderful technique that was being used. This time, we placed the whole mechanism at the base. This is the wheel, which is very obvious. This is the wheel, which is very obvious. And we know that this will be powered by an electric motor. Electric motor is what? An actuator. Good. Now we have something like a camera and ultrasonic sensors here. Okay, good for to enable it about navigate the environment. Good. Now this is a screen for possibly the customer. This one, customer has to be present. This is a screen for the customer. Okay. So it will have a battery. As you can see, it's not being plugged. So there should be a battery seated in this what in this body frame. Okay, it's just amazing. It's just amazing how much you could pick up a robot. In fact, another task I'm going to be giving right now is I've not gotten submission from the first. Another task I'm going to be giving is I would like you to pick up any robot. Just go online, check out some robots that are used for amazing tasks, and tell me what you think about them, how it's made up of. No, I missed the task I gave earlier. Just pick up some robots from the random robots from the internet and start breaking them down. Please, I'd like to get your submission. So I want to make sure that this seminar we had was as effective as possible. Remember, it was at no cost to you. Just wanted to give out this knowledge. Just wanted as many of you to have this information. Um, so you don't get left out in the ride. You don't get left out in the ride. Okay? You don't get left out in the ride. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think with this is all I wanted to show you in this video. This is all I wanted to show you in this video. So with this, I should be wrapping up this video right now. And this is the shortest we had in the series. It's wonderful. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing from you.